What's up, everyone? It's Ruby here, bringing you guys another reaction. So today, something just dropped. I don't know what it is, but I saw it on my timeline, my Twitter timeline, and we're gonna react to it. Where is it? Here it is. So there's this something that's to do with Fallout. I swear I haven't seen this, but it was on my timeline, and I figured, okay, it looks like something that's going to be interesting. So let's go watch it. Amazon original? Filter films. Wait. Let's Is this gonna be like a Prime TV show? Wait, is that it? Wait, is that it? Is that literally it? Oh my god, what the hell? So, I'm guessing it's going to be a Prime TV show. Because I don't think Amazon does movies, right? Pretty sure they only do TV shows right now. At least right now. I mean, maybe. I mean, Amazon could easily do original movies as well. But, interesting. So, Fallout. So he's saying Fallout 4, but Fallout is getting a TV show. Curious. Now, the question is, which game? Which story are they gonna tell? Are they gonna start from the very beginning? I mean, it says specifically Bethesda Game Studios, so that tells me it's probably either 3 or 4. The most likely thing is it's going to be 4, because it's the most relevant. It has the best story to adapt into a TV show, right? I'm not saying that New Vegas or Fallout 3 has bad storylines, but I feel like the best storyline for a TV show to adapt into a TV show would be the one from Fallout 4. And I could see why they would do that, because think about it. Fallout 4 starts off as basically a 90s sitcom. So they can play up that. They can probably even play up what happened before. We know that Nora was a doctor. I forget in which field, but she was some sort of doctor. And Nate was a military person. He was a veteran. And so they could play up that. They both have a son. And the best thing about Fallout, or games like Fallout, is that you're not actually restricted to anyone, right? They could cast anyone they want into these roles because the looks are customizable. So they don't have to go with the default looks because there's so many different things they could do. So really, they could go with anyone who they want. They could go with any person to play Nate, and they could go with anyone to play Nora. The question is, who? Who would be the best person to cast as Nate and Nora for a Prime TV show? Now, I'm going to assume that this is going to get a lot of money because Amazon has a lot of money to spend, and this is a very valuable franchise that could potentially actually be good. I would go take a look at having an actual diverse cast. Not necessarily a person of color, but just diverse in general. Okay, you could go with an Asian, you could go with someone who is African American, you could go with Mexican, you could go with a Caucasian, you could go with, you don't have to, you could go with literally anyone. I think what you should do is you should look at the resumes. Who has the best potential of portraying someone who is, like, who would be able to play someone who is a good father or a good mother? Now, there's so many ways they could take this. I mean, there's so many different directions you can take Fallout 4 in, and there's so many different ways you can take this game in. Now, obviously, we don't actually know which one they're going to be doing. I honestly think the one that makes the most sense would be Fallout 4. Because there's so much you can do and so much you can spin off from. There's so much, like, so many different ways you can do this and have it actually be good. You could take it from Nora's perspective and have her be the main person and have then, and have that her story being told. You could easily do that and have it be about a mother and son, mother looking for her son. Or you could go and turn it into a father looking for a son. I think either way, it will be good. And I don't think you'll have too much backlash no matter how you cast the roles, because it really doesn't matter who plays it, as long as they're able to deliver. This is an instance where you have the luxury of casting anyone you want, because anyone could be the protagonist in Fallout. You can make them however you want. It's not the same as if you're taking from a comic book, if you're taking from something from a visual novel, or even from a book where it clearly says who the person looks like or is supposed to look like. There's certain stories like Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, Hunger Games. There's so many stories that say, this is how they look. This is the way they look. This is how they look. This is who they are. And so you're then constricted to a certain type. If you really want to adapt that story, you're a little bit confined to, like, who you can cast. For example, like The Witcher. Obviously, there's only so many people that can be The Witcher, that can be Geralt of Rivia, right? There's only so many people who can be Yennefer. And yes, you can change their looks, you can change it up, but it's not really recommended, especially when you're talking about established characters. For something like Fallout, though, or even Skyrim, if they ever did a Skyrim movie, or show, Elder Scrolls in general, right? You're not constricted to who can play it, because literally anyone could play the role. Now, where would I take it if I were Bethesda? If I were Bethesda and Amazon, where would I actually take the story? Who would I cast? Now, I can see it being you're damned either way, because if you cast a male actor as the protagonist, then the wife, Nora, will eventually have to die, obviously. Or, if you cast a female protagonist, then at some point, Nate will have to die. So, either way, you're gonna have people with problems. I would, if I were Bethesda and Amazon, I would actually follow Nora's story. Because, one, you have a given diversity right there. You have a female lead that would actually make sense, okay, versus just taking a male who already exists and turning them into a female. Like, Nora is her own character. Nate is his own character. Like, no one's going to really put you down for either decision. Like, obviously you have to choose one or the other. Now, what they could do is they could have it where neither of them die, okay, and it's about a family looking for their son who has gone missing. And honestly, I would do that. I would make it that way. Because, okay, the reason why Bethesda, the actual story does it that way is because obviously they only created so much dialogue for one person, right? The idea is that you're the protagonist, you're the one who's playing as them, and so the other one has to die because there's no dialogue made for them to say. So, it makes sense that they have to die. However, in this instance, if you're going to go down this path, you don't actually have to kill either of them. Because, yes, it's an adaptation, so technically speaking, they probably should, but in no way did they ever say that this was going to be 100% accurate. And so I think they could actually do a whole lot more if they kept the other alive. No matter whose story it ended up being, if they kept the other person alive. Because you can get so much more content out of having a mother and a father looking for their son out in the open. They have no idea how long it's been. They have no idea where he is. They have no idea how old he is. They assume that he's a baby, but he's not. You could take it and put it into a really good series about family. And I think that would be the smartest decision they could have. Because if you kill off either one, people are going to have issues. They're going to claim, if you kill off Nora, they're going to claim that she's being fridged or whatever the term is, where, the woman has to die to further a man's plot. Or if you kill Nate, then they're gonna be like, oh well, of course they killed the dude. So I would go with kill neither of them and follow both of them down this journey. Now, I think that would be the best decision to do. If they're doing Fallout 4, who knows? Maybe they're not even doing one of the Fallout stories. Maybe it's actually original and they're going with a completely different story. And they can honestly do that as well. They don't actually have to follow the protagonists from the games. Okay, they could really follow anyone, because it could be anyone in this situation. Maybe not even having to find their kid. Maybe there's so many ways they could take it. So it'd be interesting to see what happens. I'm definitely interested to see where all of this goes. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. What are your thoughts? Are you excited to have a Fallout 4 live action, I'm assuming, TV show? Or are you like indifferent? I keep saying Fallout 4. Fallout. That's okay. I always say Skyrim when I'm talking about Elder Scrolls. But yeah, what are your thoughts? Comment down below. I'm definitely intrigued. I don't know about excited. I'm intrigued. I have to see more because I'm curious as to where they're going with this. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to follow me on all my social medias, especially my Twitch channel, which tonight we're actually going to be doing a little competition with my stream team, Beanie Bandits, the stream team that I'm a part of. We're going to be playing Jump King, and I'm going to be speedrunning it blind, pretty much. I mean, we're going to do some practice before the actual event starts, which I'll be streaming at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But it'll be interesting. Don't forget to like this video if you guys enjoyed it. Again, comment below and subscribe for more content. Peace out, guys. It's been a blast.